As a recap of last session, Oberon, you were sent to the state of Limbo, along with the island being almost turned to ash as it went back to its original state in time. You pulled back from the island, going back to the port. After going back to the port, you found that everything was in a war. A number of things were going bad. The pack, the larks, and the Vox were all fighting each other on land with their soldiers and mages up in arms, with storms brewing and innocent civilian lives in danger. You didn't stay for very long, but you did manage to make your way back to the boat, and upon doing so, pulled out, slowly edging your way through all of the... just slowly etching your way out of the docks until you got bombarded by cannon fire. You fought back the cannons and pulled yourself away until you had to fight an aboleth. The aboleth rose up from the sea. You fought off valiantly. Starting with the session, Oberon and Blueford, you feel a shimmering coldness come across your face and your body, as you then are instantly warped back to the plane of reality of the material, and you're dropped on the ship. You feel the sudden rush of warmth of the sea air hit your face and body as you wake up.
I'm gonna check in on Blueford and see how he's doing.
Roll a survival check.
Survival?
For Blueford.
Oh, for Blueford?
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
It's a D20, I believe, plus wisdom.
Yeah, I just gotta pull up his sheet. I forgot to have it ready. I'm not strapped. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Where are you, my sweet boy? There you are. Alright, that's a 16 plus 1 for 17.
Okay, so Blueford doesn't really know what the fuck happened. He knows that you guys are back and that he's safe, and he starts, like, licking your face. Just, like,
No.
hugging you / licking your face.
I'll give him some good head pats.
So, Ava, you just see that your friend is now returned to you out of a blink of light, and after you're done killing this, aboleth, this giant sea creature, as it slowly sinks into the water in murky depths below, everyone, I want you all to make a wisdom save.
Save? It's a 21 for me.
Now each of you make a perception check.
That's a 14 for me.
And a 16 for Blueford.
Perception.
15 on perception for me.
That's a 13 on perception for me.
Okay, so I'll say this. So Oberon, you all pass the wisdom save. You feel sort of like a headache inducing after the aboleth dies, but upon seeing this, you see the town for what it is. The town is kind of decrepit. It doesn't look the same as distance. You can see the town fully in its full view, where there is holes everywhere in all the houses. It looks very decrepit, and even the rich district doesn't look quite as rich as it once was. Along with this, you can see that a number of the people, while used to look quite young or somewhat young, look considerably aged. Along with this, all of the whole war going on, it is still bombastic and there is still tons of gunfire going on, but it does appear to be slower, as if all the troops physically are kind of going back to almost a age heightening, where they're slowly aging little bit by little bit. And along with this, you can also see that the pack in specific there's a massive amount of screaming from the pack as if they're all running crazed in madness. As if once uniform, they're all going insane.
Well then,
What the hell is going on here?
what do you mean?
You also
don't know.
all hear a faint voice in your head. From the depths below that I sink, that I notice that he has hit the brink. The rise from the dead I will come. The elder has sprung. What will we all
Yeah,
do?
I'm visibly gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be
Yeah,
looking at
Oberon's
you,
gonna turn over.
Oberon.
Yeah, we're gonna look at each other and just be like, the fuck?
Did you hear something?
I think I did. I have no idea what it was, though.
It said something about an elder is coming. I think that's
I'm not too sure about what happened up here while I was God knows where, but I have a feeling that whatever that was isn't truly gone.
I don't think so either, but I think we should prepare
Hey guys, sorry, I'm here.
for something.
Hi.
So, just to fill you in, Slut, as the aboleth has died, you feel a pain-sitting headache inside yourself, where you hear the aboleth, almost like, not the aboleth, but a faint voice in your head call, the elder has awoken as the aboleth is dead. And then you also, from the shore, you can see the war has kind of slowed down, but that considerably most of the men have aged, maybe 20, 30 years. Along with this, the pack has gone completely insane. Like, screaming in pain, on the ground, insane in madness.
That sounds wild.
What will we all do?
Sounds like some wild magic shit.
Can I use? Am I too far away to use?
You're currently 250 feet away from the docks.
Okay. So I can't use what I use. Okay.
I would say we should start going back to the dock, I guess, if the war is over.
No, it's not over. There's still cannon fire and stuff. Not cannon fire, but there's still like shooting and everything else going. I don't think it'd be safe for us to go back to the docks just yet.
Oh, they're still shooting? My bad.
Blueford, so, Oberon, as you see this, Blueford is gonna, like, kind of scratch at your, leg.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna, like, try to be talking to you.
I will. Excuse me. I'll cast Speak with Animals to talk with them.
For my kin, you promised that you would help with me with my kin. I believe
Don't
they
worry,
may
my
be
friend. I have
stuck
not
within
forgotten.
This. I believe they may be stuck within this war.
Oh no, they're being dragged into it.
I at least want to go and see if they are okay.
I'll lift my head up and to the others. I'm gonna say, Blueford seems to think that his pack may be involved, which I have made a promise that I would protect them and make sure that they are safe. Maybe we should go in and try to figure out what the fuck is going on here.
Is there another dock that we could go to? Because that dock is gone.
Make an insight check to see if you remember.
Oh, shit!
I personally remember there were 3.
Yeah. I'm going to do an
25.
insight.
Port Victoria is dead.
21.
Okay, so Port Victoria is dead. That's the one you just came from. Port Elizabeth was the shipping dock, and the old dock was the dock that you found the Hydra at that you rode over on.
Okay, let's go to Port. Fuck. The other port. Because we're at Port Victoria.
You're not at Port Victoria, you came away from Port Victoria.
Okay, but we can go to Port Victoria.
You could go back to Port Victoria. It's destroyed now, though.
Okay, but the other port... Fuck. We could go to the other port that's in this... That's still near this town.
I mean, you can go back to
Got it on
Port
my
Victoria
desktop.
if you want. It's fine.
No, because that one's destroyed. I'd rather... It'd be better if we go to the one that we picked up Oberlin on, so we could kind of go around all the action that's going on.
It's where we go
I agree, we should try to avoid the action right now.
So, where you go is going.
Makes sense.
So...
Yeah, to avoid the action and maybe try to investigate as much as we can without getting directly involved.
How will you avoid it? Where will you dock at?
That's the question.
Because you can say you want to avoid it, but where are you going to dock at?
Yeah. Do we
God.
have to dock? Can we swim?
Can you swim 120 feet?
Well, like, not right here, but, like, could we move the ship to, like, a less direct
you can
area?
Move the ship wherever you want. I'm just saying there's 2 docks. I've answered your question.
What's the name of the other dock? I had it when you said it,
There's
and then you
Port
started
Elizabeth,
talking.
and there's the old dock.
Port Victoria and the old dock.
No.
Let's go to the...
You didn't hear me again. I said Port Elizabeth in the old dock. You just came from a destroyed dock of Port Victoria.
So we can go to Port Elizabeth?
You can go anywhere. I named the docks that are still remaining.
Okay, so we have either Port Elizabeth
Good
or the
Lord.
old dock.
Don't know what's complex about that.
Those 2 are the 2 remaining. The old dock, Port Elizabeth.
And which one are we near currently? Are we by the destroyed Victoria?
You are currently 250 feet away from Port Victoria.
Okay. I mean, we can go try to see what's going on at either of the other 2 docks, and make our decision based upon that.
Is the old docks further away from the action?
I don't know.
Can I do an insight?
Yeah, you can.
But
I also rolled inside. I got a nat 20 plus 9.
I got an
Okay,
8. Go ahead and get it up.
Ava, you just think, I don't know, Victoria seems pretty far away from the action. And then Oberon, you see that the old dock is back far near the slums area where you found the old fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that it's pretty far away from most of the action going on, but you would be closer to Vox territory. So you'd be away from the main battles, but you would be closer to the Vox territory.
I'll relay this to the others, my thinkings, and I'll say, well, I feel like there's no way to truly avoid conflict. If you guys think that we can stealthily get through that area, especially with our friend the fisherman, it may be safer to choose that route as opposed to docking where there's immediate fighting to have to deal with. What do you guys think?
Okay. I think that's a good plan.
Okay. So is anyone going to let the captain know your plans?
I'll approach the captain and I'll let him know.
Oberon, for where have you been? Your crew said you were back on the island. How did you get on my ship? Where have you
I wish
been?
I could tell you myself. Some kind of magic at play, I think, my good sir.
I see. Well, I'm glad to have you back and acquainted. So, I'm guessing you're all caught up with the situation here. We are currently 250 feet away from the dock at current present. Where would you like to go?
If you would be so kind, could you sail us over to the old dock? We wish to avoid this conflict as, directly as possible.
Well, the old girl has taken a beating. I guess I can get you over there. Okay.
Thank you, Captain. It's very appreciated.
So he's gonna relay this to his, the rest of his crew, and they're gonna, slowly turn the ship to the left, and they're gonna, slowly sail on over, keeping their distance over to the old dock. You guys have some time to kill before you'll get there. Anyone want to do anything?
I think I've had my fill of the people of this boat. I'm gonna be honest.
Anyone else want to do anything?
I already killed my self-insert.
It's gonna take about an hour to get there.
I will go down to is there a particular sleeping quarter?
Yeah, there's the lower deck.
Okay, yeah, I'll go to the lower deck with Blueford, and I'm gonna invite him to rest with me as we make our journey. That way we're well rested when we arrive.
So as you go downstairs,
I'm gonna rest too.
There's the pile of Leonin to the far left. There's a bunch of luggage and stuff and boxes and crates, and to the far right there is sort of a holding area with beds and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where will you lay down?
I'll join in the Leonin pile.
So
I'm gonna sleep next to it because I don't want to be stuck under them again.
So you kind of just flop. Are you gonna flop on the Leonin pile?
Yeah, I'll flop right on top.
Okay. Blueford is trying to get up to you, but he doesn't have the best of luck.
Oh no. I'll scoot down so I'm...
Roll him a strength check.
A strength check? Okay. Oh no. Alright, that's a 5.
Yeah, he just can't. He's really tired. He can't seem to get up the few Leonin he needs to. And it's just not having the best of time. He wants to be up near you, but he can't.
Mm-hmm. I'll scoot down off the top of the pile and kind of be resting more towards the bottom so that I could keep his head in my lap.
Roll me a strength save.
Save. That is going to be a 27.
Yeah, so he's gonna kind of try to climb on top of you. Like you did before.
Good boy.
But,
Mm-hmm.
You're not pinned this time. You're just kind of holding him.
Nice.
He's just
Aww.
laying there.
We're just vibing.
Aww. So wholesome.
Time for a nappy nap.
Yes.
Yep. She's gonna take a nappy nap too next to you. The whole pile.
Slut, what will you be doing? Slut? Hello?
Slut, are you already sleeping?
Slut. Yo, slut. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. So, you all sleep until a bell rings to all wait, like a bell is ringing. really loud. I'm gonna say you all wake up as you can all hear it in proximity. Alright, get up. We're here and stationed at the old dock.
Up we go. Stretchies.
Are you gonna carry your dog, or are you gonna let him down?
Yeah,
just gonna go to sleep.
I'll keep his fumes on the floor.
Okay. Just pick him up, set him down.
Yeah.
So, you're all exiting the ship, and as you come up, you can see the old dock in full view, along with the slums, and the slums have been wiped out.
Oh no.
You can see the slums are completely wiped out as there's all kinds of flaming arrows, blood splatters all over the ground, and dead bodies scattered about. Shall you exit
Can I
the ship?
go? Yes. I recommend. I mean, I guess we don't have to move stealthily, but and I'm not very good at stealth checks. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be stealthy.
I do also want to be stealthy here. There was just a war happening in this freaking town.
Okay, I got an 18 for my stealth check. I'll roll for Blueford too.
Okay.
I'm real mad that I have a +10 and I got a 13.
Oh no. Blueford got stealth is dexterity. Blueford has a 12.
Hold on, let me see what I get. That's a 22 for stealth plus.
Woo! Nice.
Okay. So.
Also, I can use long strider on everybody. Make us move faster.
So. Oberon, you're the only one who's sneaky.
What?
Oh, sorry. Oberon and Ava is the only one who's sneaky.
I was about to say.
Yeah. Oberon and Ava, you're the only ones who are sneaky. So as you exit the ship and sneak off towards the slums, you see that there's been a number of people that have gone through here. Everyone is dead, or it looks like everyone is dead. There's blood everywhere, spattered on the houses and roads, and chopped up armaments and chopped up legs. And just people been chopped up. And you can also see that there is like some houses that are still on fire and some things that are still crackling. There's still essence and little bits of arcana burnt on the ground. You can tell that everything that came through here, there was a struggle in terms of people fighting back, but a useless struggle. What will we do?
I'd say we should still move silently, but let's try to get to the forest as fast as we can without being seen. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on right now, but we have a promise, so let's just go ahead and try to do that.
I'm gonna cast. Let's see, should I do this? I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. So that the rest of everyone else can be better in terms of stealth, and we can all stealth it up.
That would be very useful because it affects, I think, up to 4 people.
It just says you and your companions. I don't think it even specifies how many.
Oh, I thought at upper level is it? Okay.
Nope.
No.
It just increases how stealthy you can be.
Mm-hmm.
So
within 30 feet of us.
Okay, so you're all super stealthy now. Where will you be moving to? You're gonna go deeper into the slums? You're gonna exit towards the forest?
I think we should exit toward the forest.
I don't know. We got friends in the slum. I don't know though, Ava. We have friends in the slums. Might
Well,
be safer than the forest.
But we also do have Bluford's pack in the woods.
That
Yeah.
is very fair.
I mean, we
Both
have
are
two
valid.
choices.
But either way, the upperclassmen don't come to the slums.
True.
That's true.
Well, what we could do is while we're in the slums, we could go check on.
We could go to the slums, procure safe food and harbor rooms for the pack, and then we can write up a plan about where to release them.
That's not a bad idea.
If, of course,
Still
the
there.
city has food and lodging. That's the word I was looking for, lodging.
That seems like a good plan. Get our bearings and go from there.
Yeah. So let's go.
All right.
CFI. Plus,
I
we'd be able to tell
will-
them.
I will
where-
be right back. My cat barfed on the floor. I have to clean it up real quick.
Wonderful.
Okay.
But as you're all doing that, I want each of you to like roll me some insight stuff.
Okay.
Be right
Okay.
back.
Hey, would you look at that? I rolled the same number, but I only have a +1 for insight, so it's a 4.
Oh no.
Hello.
I got a
Hi.
19 for insight.
Welcome.
Hi. I still can't talk and I cannot roll. Well, I mean I can talk, but I can't.
Rest in peace.
But what is going on?
We're in the slums and there's war happening,
I
but
got
not
the word.
directly where we are.
Okay. Okay. Can I get a rundown of the situation while Cactus AFK?
I mean, there's not too much. We just got here. We just
Oh.
took the ship over to the slums. We just landed. Or docked, and we're being stealthy. We're gonna try to find room and board, and try to see what's going on. It's kind of destroyed. Maybe try to find the fishermen. But after that, we're gonna try to go into the woods and try to help Bluford's pack.
If not the
Gotcha.
fishermen, the what are the
Hydra?
things? Yeah. No, the one people like.
The
went to
mind flayers?
before. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
mind flayers
Sure.
were on the dock we left from.
Okay.
The actual slums. The slums were like on the other side of the city.
In the slum.
Hello, Corona. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, hello. I am here but not here. I cannot roll. I can listen.
Can you not roll from your phone?
That would be difficult with one hand on the wheel.
Oh. Just let us know when you get home, bro. Don't worry.
No problem. I'm just listening to you guys for now. I just wanted to put a summary of what's going on. But I won't interrupt again. Have fun.
Yeah, how dare you?
Okay, so what'd you all get for your insight?
I got a 19.
I got a 4. Hold on, I can roll for Corona from my sheet.
Nice. I got a 22.
Actually, Corona.
Corona got a
You-
6.
So, Corona, you
Yes, sir.
can roll. I have access to your sheet, so you can just tell me your actions
Oh.
and shit.
Gotcha. Oh, that helps a lot, actually.
This was the third 3 I got in a row. What the fuck, D&D Beyond?
Rest
So,
in
let's
gotta
see.
peace.
Corona, you got a 10. So,
Okay.
13. So, you can all see that there appears to be some paw print tracks in the blood mixed with the dirt going deeper into the slums.
I don't like that.
Hmm.
Could it be that maybe some of his pack was super hungry and like they decided, hey, war equals free meat, and decided to come into the city?
It's probably
literally-
more likely that they're not free from the control of the big baddie, and so they might have been forced to fight even.
That's
The
true.
thing that I would be wondering though is that this is pretty far from the woods in general, right? Do we even know that they're direwolf tracks?
I can check.
Yeah, let's go ahead and check.
It's a nature check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna make a nature
That's
check.
a bad roll. That's a 10.
I'm not gonna make one either.
It looks like a beast.
Could I ask Blueford to sniff them and check them out and try to figure out what it was?
Interesting. Roll nature with advantage.
With advantage, that is a... Wait.
19.
I did that weird. No, it's not 19. That's wrong. I rolled 2 and it just added them together. It's going to be 16.
Okay. So... So he does know, and he confirms with you they are indeed direwolf tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But they look a lot bigger than him. They're indeed direwolf tracks. However, he's a little bit skeptical, as in the tracks, they smell of direwolf, but they're bigger than what an alpha direwolf is, and he's the alpha male.
Gotcha.
Right. That doesn't.
I'll relay this to the rest of our party.
Hold on. In that
Did
case,
you say direwolf?
That's what he seems to think it is. But
keeping in mind,
Oh no. I don't like wolves.
they seem to be a lot bigger than our good buddy Blueford here.
Direwolves are like wolves, but like...
Because
better.
Blueford is direwolf too, but he is supposed to be the alpha. So for them to be bigger just doesn't make sense. Can I think of any arcana that might be...
He could be an alpha direwolf, which just makes him a god. He could be Fenrir.
No, that probably would not be the case. It could be a polymorph as well.
That's what I'm
He
thinking.
makes himself bigger.
Yeah.
There's also enlarge and shrink, I know, as a spell.
Can you polymorph into an alpha?
You know, that's a good question.
Well, if they
what if
do,
it's that one big guy?
I thought that was...
Oh.
That would be concerning, because he brought down buildings.
But it's not unlikely.
It's not completely unlikely, because the Vox specialize in magic.
Yeah. So
Big beefy potato man probably does have some magic stored up.
that's true, and for him to just turn into that was...
I mean, I guess we could try to do an Arcana check on the tracks. I don't know if that would make a
I'm
difference.
gonna do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. I'll do one, my sheet, but
Mine's not.
That's a 24 on Arcana.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. You notice that
I only got an 8.
There is some Arcana residue left behind, and because of the 24, I'll say that you realize that it is not a polymorph spell.
Okay.
So something magical, but not.
There is no bio Arcana being left behind, but it is just raw Arcana.
can roll an Arcana from my sheet.
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I'll let everyone know that
you got a 26.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'll give you a little bit more information. It is raw Arcana that is left behind as residue. Something that would have to increase maybe buffing to the body.
Oh.
Oh. It's a
I'm
buff?
wondering
Huh.
if they might have used enhance ability on the direwolf.
They enhanced the direwolf's abilities.
In
Because
size.
by nature, enhance ability gives the target more bestial traits, like owl, wolf,
Yeah.
bear, etc. I could
But
see.
there's bear, there's owl, and there's cat. So cat's grace on a wolf. We got a cat wolf on our hands.
But to make a bear cast on a direwolf, make it huge, I could see that.
I could see that too.
Bear cat, bear dog, bear wolf. Why couldn't I say the right words?
Yes, they're a bear cat.
It's okay, Slut. We'll still bear with you.
Uh,
God.
do not make me run this off the side of the road.
No, don't do that.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, all we need is... Well, actually, how do you stop a bear? Oh, I know, we get the Revenant.
Play dead. Oh.
You guys don't get that movie reference, do you?
I got you.
Revenant, yeah.
It was very bad. Anyway.
So what shall you do?
I don't like the idea of fighting a bear wolf, but I mean, we do have
I just thought you said
dozens
Beowulf
of
for a minute.
Leonin.
There was also no confirmation that it is a werewolf. It's just a theory, of course.
Can I
Either way.
check to see how old the tracks are? Like how recent they were left?
Roll me a nature check.
What? That is a 21.
So who's checking that? You or the dog?
That is Oberon checking it.
Okay. So they're very recent.
Ooh, okay. I'll tell the others.
Mind Flayer friends are in this.
As
We should try to get there.
You can also tell that all the blood around you is extremely recent, as if this all just happened on a dime.
I don't like that.
Didn't it also, I just want to pull up the memory. Didn't you also say that all the people in the city aged like 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't catch that part. That's troublesome. Okay.
Well, yeah, after we defeated the monster.
So it could have been just a theory, just a personal theory. It could have been that we've had 20 years pass and apparently the city has changed.
But how would it pass in just a mere minute?
Oh, the war is still going on, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I don't know
saying.
if we have time to really worry about this right now. There's a lot of blood everywhere.
It's not like you time
You're right.
traveled. The war is still going on. They just look 20 years older.
And it's just the people and not the actual buildings and the dock and everything.
Oh no, the buildings also have changed.
It looks
Okay.
like
So
You
to
were
repeat,
whole
what I said,
environment. Yeah.
before, every person looks as if they are 20 years or 30 years older.
Right.
Buildings look decrepit. They look older in fashion, and even the high reach district, they have holes in the roof. And this is before. This looks like it was done before the war. As if a heavy illusion was just lifted
Mm.
when the aboleth died.
So maybe the city was never in good shape.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
I
not.
could. But the weird thing is, the aboleth specifically, the mind flayers told us that it came here rather recently. It started upsetting the Hydra too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, For an illusion to dissipate when the aboleth disappeared, I don't know. That doesn't quite make sense to me. It would be tricking everyone.
Could it have
But
been like a death rattle?
Death rattle? What do you mean?
Well, when it dies, it ages everything around it by 20 years. Look at me. Am I 20 years older?
You guys are not affected. I'm saying specifically the town.
Exactly. But they are. Which means either where we were, time did not pass, or where they were, time passed very rapidly.
Or the town is cursed.
I think that we should find any of our friends that are around here, if possible, and connect with them and see what's going on from their side. They've been here longer. They know much more than we know, I think.
Wait, I just want to ask one clarification question. When you say the buildings look like an older style, do you mean like they look older, or do they look like a different style that would have been appropriate 20 to 30 years prior to the current year in the campaign?
They... What I mean is an older style. They look much, much older. So, like,
Okay.
the way they look fits maybe something 20 or 30 years ago. Just
But it didn't
waning
look
out
like
of-
that before.
No. Completely different shift.
This seems weird.
But I do agree with Oberon. Better off to find an informant in the city to actually get some info about what happened. Closest
I
to the
agree. That was my idea.
Yeah. We should probably get moving before this gets worse. Anyway.
Let's go. Let's do it then.
So you all head deeper into the slums?
Yes.
Let's
Keep
head
your
for
wits
our
about you,
mind
too.
flayer
That's
thing.
where Slut finds his best partners.
Make
I'd say
sure
let's
we
head towards the
keep an eye out
mind
for the
flayers.
prowling.
Again,
I would love to go to the Mind Slayers,
I
but they're in the
just-
middle of the war, no?
I just want to tell you all, you're at the south gate. The mind flayers are at the north gate.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
They're on the-
never mind. Never mind. I thought they were closer.
But we can look for the fishermen at least.
Yeah.
Yes. Start with the fisherman.
So, what shall you do? Will you look for the fishermen? Will you go deeper into the slums? What is your decision?
Definitely looking around for the fish for Corona.
Mhm.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception.
Is it nighttime or daytime?
Afternoon. So daytime.
Afternoon. So yeah, I can do a perception with disadvantage.
15 for me.
So, Oberon, you notice that the shop where the fisherman is, there is like some kind of like bloody trail of like little drops of blood leading deeper into the slums.
Oh.
Oh no. We're gonna follow that.
Yeah. I will be.
Can I roll
inside.
perception or investigation to follow?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Dice, why do you give me nothing above a 10 today? That's a 14?
Okay. You're able to generally follow the trail.
Okay, good.
With the party following you, you find the trail and you follow it deep into the slums. As you all go deeper into the slums, you can see that there's scratch marks on every one of the doors and the windows are broken through. That the fire has stopped, but there's a lot more blood painted the ground and what you consume like the inside of the houses. And this bloody trail, while slipping in between streaks of blood on the ground and dirt, you're able to generally follow it.
It seems like there's a bit of a massacre happening.
As you are continuing to follow it further and further, deeper and deeper into the slums, you come to an old tavern slash cafe where the blood trail stops, and there appears to be a bloody handprint that was on the door and is smeared.
One moment, guys. I'm gonna cut out really quick and go upstairs.
Okay.
He's almost home and returned to us.
What will you all do?
Can I roll an investigation to figure out? Because the trail of blood leads to this door.
Just want to follow the trail, even if it's dangerous.
So you're rolling investigation for what?
Does the trail of blood lead to the door that we have?
It does lead to the door of the inn, and there appears to be a bloody hand smear on the door.
Okay, yeah, I want to roll investigation.
Just
that.
for the trail?
For the
door.
For the door.
Okay. What'd you get?
Hold on. That's 19.
So you figure the door is a door. It has a blood smear on it. It looks like a normal middle-aged wooden door built out of oak. Yeah, it's a door, all right.
All right. I'm going to push it open with my elbow.
As you push it open slowly, it doesn't creak. And as you slowly open up the door, allowing the light to creak in, you see a couple of mounds huddled around something.
I would have thought that the focus would have been on the blood on the door and how old that is.
They specifically asked for the door, not the blood on the door.
Yeah, I know. It was just weird.
Hey, if you wanted to...
As the light casts a shadow, you can see there is a couple of mounds huddled on top of something, and they appear to be moving.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about me throwing one of my cherry bombs in there and closing the door?
No, they might be good people. We don't know if they're good or bad yet. They could be innocent civilians hiding out.
Then I'm not going in, but Oberon, if you want to go ahead and take the first step in, be my guest.
I'll do it.
I'll
take
follow you
step
right
in.
behind.
So you're gonna open up the door fully?
Yeah. With some light.
As you fully open the door, you can see the light cascades in, and you see 3 mounds of fur hovering over something as they appear to be chewing and gnawing on it. As soon as the light hits them, they scatter, going in different directions. One jumping out the window and going past you all, another one going deeper into the tavern, another one scattering to the right side. All that's left is the remains of the fisherman, half alive and bloodied.
Oh, he's still half alive?
Mm-hmm.
I'd immediately like to run over and try to help him.
His lower torso is missing.
Oh no. Can I try to patch it up with a medicine check?
Roll me a medicine check.
Is it possible to stay alive?
Roll me a medicine check.
I also want to roll a medicine check.
As a help, or?
Yes.
Okay. Both.
I'm going
24.
to also. Okay.
I got a 25 for the help action.
Ooh.
I assume that helps.
Yes.
So
okay.
You
so that means
you managed to do the impossible, Oberon. You managed to stitch his leftover kidneys and guts together to make it almost okay filtration system through his liver, and you somehow managed to use some cloth and skin to make him in sort of like this half body thing where his body can function, but he'll definitely need a lower torso or to get to an actual doctor.
Mhm.
He's able to survive.
Oh, I know.
He's able to survive for a few days.
We can use the gold armor. Do I still have that?
You don't have the amulet anymore.
Oh,
Remember,
right.
it's still at the dock.
Forgot about that.
So, really quick, what did this when I was gone?
We don't know really. We know it's something furry that ran away. A bunch of them, 3.
Is he conscious or no?
Yes.
Old man, hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What happened?
It was awful. Some men showed up in the slums, and with them they had beasts, large and black. The beasts grew as someone said some things, some kind of chanting, and they tore through the village, killing us all. I was able to make it alive here until those beasts found me tearing off my lower torso. And it's... He passes out from the pain.
Okay. Well, we can't have the Hydra come pick him up. He's the only one who can really call it. Is there any place in here that looks like a safe area that we can kind of hide him?
Currently speaking, you're in an unknown location.
Well, it's not the first time we tried to go ahead and secure an area. Can try and do a quick investigation and perception to see if we can patch this up and make it a little bit more homely.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, so you can all see in here. Never mind.
Yeah.
We all have dark vision.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yep.
roll me investigation.
Okie dokie.
I got a nat 1.
Things look very... So, Slut, you somehow managed to unvert yourself from dark vision, and you're like, wow, things is really dark in here.
I got a 17.
You know what it is? I
all you
left my
did-
eyes closed and I didn't
I was
realize.
gonna say,
you-
his
Yeah,
eyes
he's-
are just
his
shut
eyes-
anyway.
All you did was close your eyes, and you're like, guys, it's so dark in here, but your eyes are just closed.
Corona ignoring... You know what? He's not even ignoring it. He's just kind of chuckling to himself as he watches Slut. I'm gonna look around with a 16.
So you notice that in the kitchen there is some rumbling of pots and pans going on. Very light. Not a whole lot, but there is a noise coming from back there. And off to the right of you all, where all the tables and chairs are, there is a dark mound in a corner.
I'm gonna roll a quick stealth. Okay.
But
Well,
yet-
22.
okay, fine. You do manage to make yourself stealthy, even though it knows you're there. You're now
Slippy.
You now have slipped into the shadows.
Okay. I'm gonna try and sneak up on this thing, whatever it is.
How far are you gonna move?
How far away is the Dark Mound? Roughly.
One moment. So, the Dark Mound is about 15 feet away from you.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Hand,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna just tap it on the shoulder.
as you do so,
Oh god, you're gonna make more trouble.
it leaps for like the shoulder area that you tapped it on, and it growls and snarls, sounding very much like a wolf would snarl and growl. As you then see two purplish eyes stare at you all, looking in your general direction.
Okay. We haven't rolled. Interesting. Okay.
It doesn't know
I don't
where
want to
you're at,
attack it.
but it's looking in the general direction of you.
Do we know that it's not scared?
You do not know that.
Hmm.
We tell it it's a beast.
Oh yes, you can tell it's a beast.
So
What
can
kind
I
of-
maybe do an? Should I do an animal handling check and try to approach it slowly?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
We may be able to get more information out of it.
Oh well, good. I rolled a 9. It's still an 18 though.
Okay, so you managed to approach slowly, kind of in its blind spot. So if it did see you coming, it wouldn't be startled by you. And as you approach closer and closer, you get more and more detail. As you get closer and closer, it's starting to resemble more and more like a dire wolf. Until you finally are on top of it. And as you see it for its full view, you can see that this is indeed a giant dire wolf. As you kind of cup your hand out, you go to touch its head, it doesn't flinch back, but it's also staying on guard. This dire wolf, for context, is considered at the bigger end of large creature size.
So it's almost huge. Okay.
Yes.
Does it look like it's in pain? Can we tell?
No, it's not in pain.
Hmm.
Oberon, you can see that it's not in pain, but you can see that it has been deeply affected by magic, as
Ooh.
most of its body is like pushed to its limits.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals so that I can talk with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, "Dear creature, what are you?"
Pain. Pain. Such a pain. Men.
This is giving me
with
Full Metal Alchemist vibes.
Magic, such a pain.
Okay. I have two things I'd like
As
to
it's
do.
talking to you, its body is pulsating.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I know what to do on this one. First thing I'd like to do is an Arcana check
Okay.
while it's in this form.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What'd you get?
Nat 20 plus 15.
You can see that it is
Jesus fucking
indeed
Christ.
you can see that it is indeed enhance ability that has been cast on it, along with enlarge.
Okay.
Oh.
And that is quite a bit of magic.
Against its will.
That's also quite impressive.
Is there like a dispel magic someone can use on it
there-
to help it?
There is, and that's what I was just gonna do.
Perfect.
Dispel magic at. Well, can I tell what level it was used at?
No.
Cannot. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Dispel magic at 4th.
As your hand goes up to call upon your magic, it just shatters and breaks away.
Yeah, it's
It
probably a super
It wasn't
strong.
strong enough.
Even if
If anything,
is a-
once you do so, once you use your magic,
Uh-huh.
the body grows bigger, swelling up, as
oh.
it then lets out a cry and a whining in pain.
Okay.
Magic man, bring pain.
Option 2.
I
Option 2.
whisper to Ava,
His
aren't we all magic, man?
Hold on. Does anyone have a spell to give it temporary hit points?
Let me
I have a
So,
spell that
Oberon?
could kill it.
Oberon, you hear snapping and cracking within its body as it does get larger, but its legs crack out from underneath it.
Oh.
Oh no.
It howls in pain.
I know one way I can fully get rid of this.
By killing it?
No. I'm gonna take out Omen. Gonna ask it if it can manage to consume whatever's magic is actually afflicting this wolf.
The magic that you are seeking, for it is indeed heresy.
I'll take that as a yes.
Man was not meant to buff himself nor creatures.
Alright then. Do me a favor, and when you reflect this, please do not reflect it at the wolf. And I'm gonna go ahead and place Omen against this wolf's flesh.
So, sacrifice me a spell slot and roll me a D100.
Yes. Okay. Spell slot. Oop. And
Sir,
D-
was it a D100 or D20?
I believe. Let me check again. Just to be sure.
I think it was a D100. Oh no, it was a D20.
Okay, roll me a D20 and sacrifice a spell slot you need to.
I think that's what it was. When I got smacked, I rolled a D20.
Hi, puppy. Okay. This is a 19.
Oh,
Okay, one moment.
B-boy.
Did you put it in the in your equipment stuff?
It's in my inventory, yes.
Hilt of God.
Yep. It's Hilt of a God.
Okay. So, upon doing so, it absorbs the magic within inside the wolf and ricochets it, blasting it out of the wall behind it. The
There we
wall
go.
is completely destroyed, and so is the next two houses. It creates a
Jesus.
large explosion, but the wolf has shrunken back down to its original dire wolf size, with all of its legs have been broken.
Medicine
Can I heal
time.
it? Can I heal it?
Okay. Thank God that worked.
I'm gonna heal it, and I'm gonna use Cure Wounds.
I'm gonna make a perception quick while they're doing this. That explosion's bound to attract attention that we don't want.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a
Roll me
level 2.
investigation to see if it actually does.
Oh, investigation? Okay. Investigation.
How many? Uh, I'm just gonna do a level 1 cure wound on this fucking attention.
25?
You notice that it doesn't draw any more attention to you, but it did make a loud explosion.
Okay, so for the moment we're okay.
Anything that was in the area will be coming towards you. Like anything that was in the slums area will be coming towards you, but it didn't draw any attention from outside the slums.
Okay.
Okay,
So
and
for
I healed the wolf for 8 points. So
The wolf's legs are now fixed, but they are weaker and he cannot stand.
I'm gonna pet it and tell it it's okay. Just rest
Can
here.
I
You don't have
try
to
to do
stay.
a medicine check to set the legs in some way?
You can.
Using like any wood I can find around me, maybe some linen.
I mean, there's a whole wall of wood that just exploded.
Perfect. That's a 28.
So
Ooh.
you managed to put every one of his legs on a splint, and you are able to like kind of like lay him down on like some of like the. You're able to like make like sort of like a bed of wood and shit, like lay him down in, for him to like rest and sit in.
Is he still conscious?
Kind of.
Since I still have my speak with animals, I'm going to ask him, can you tell me who did this to you?
Man in armor with He's gonna pass out now.
Armor with V. Okay.
So, a member of the
Wow.
box.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the big guy wasn't wearing armor before, was he?
I believe he was wearing a suit,
Hmm.
but
That doesn't mean it couldn't be somebody associated.
yeah, and also it could be him if they're luring right now. He could have put armor on.
That is true. You know, we're okay for the moment, but we really should get out of here soon. I'm gonna do one last investigation, if no one minds, on the
Go for
kitchen,
it.
because I know we heard something from there.
Yes.
No need. There is already a giant dire wolf behind all of you,
Hi, buddy.
slowly
Hi.
encroaching upon you.
We fixed your friend. Don't kill us.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Is it
Oh shit.
is it like the same kind of magic that the other one had on it?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can
Very
try and
huge.
get close to it.
I got a 25.
Nat 20 plus 1 for 21.
Can someone make an initiative
Yeah,
counter
I'll do
and
last.
the adventure?
On it. And your
The-
initiative?
So the wolf
Wilford got a 16.
got a 19.
Okay. So the wolf is going to go ahead of me, Ava, and Blueford. Okay.
So let's see here. So it's your turn, Slut.
So, did it start attacking us yet?
No, but it is encroaching, and it looks like it's going to be attacking soon.
Hmm. Was it speaking? Did I understand if it was speaking?
No, you didn't cast the spell on it. Speak with animals is only a 1-to-1.
Yeah, I want to. I don't want to hurt it yet. I kind
If
of
you
just want to stop it.
if you could hold it still, I could manage to try and do the same thing again.
Technically, I have hold animal or hold creature.
I don't have either of those, but I do have force cage.
Then I can't get to it, unfortunately. You have tentacles.
I do have a tentacle. It does slow its movement, but that's a bonus action. What do I do with my action?
I thought you had black tentacles. The Eberron's black tentacles.
Oh, I do have that too. You're right. You're right.
And that's full restriction for movement.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use that.
I have hold monster,
Okay.
so technically I can do that too.
I'm gonna use that so that he's barely in the range.
Okay.
Like it's the edges on him, but it still hits him and it doesn't hit us.
Does he have to make a save?
Yes, deck save.
$17. Does a 17 make it?
17 does not make it. My DC is a 19. He will take. Let me just actually roll the damage. That's very sad damage. 7 bludgeoning damage?
That's a good thing, though, in this context.
Yeah. So 7 bludgeoning damage. And he is restrained. Just a note, if he wants to, he will take 3d6 more damage on the start of his turn. And if he wants to get out of the restrained status, he has to use his action for dex check against my spell save DC.
What else
Lovely.
will you do?
All right. And as a bonus action, I'm just going to summon a tentacle and smack him in the face so that you have reduced movement. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay, roll your critical damage.
He takes 23 cold damage.
So, what occurs
I killed-
is that after you slapped him, the whole body explodes into a pus of meat and bone.
Oh,
Oh, okay. That was not what I intended.
Oh dear.
Upon
Oh, no.
you entering with some extra magic inside of its body, it pulsates, and upon pulsating, the body opens up, careening, exploding with fur, blood, and flesh going everywhere.
No, I did not mean to kill him. But it resolves our problem.
So we did find a weakness, at least, if we have to. These things can't take much more influence from magic.
Yeah, but the animal is sacrificing.
The good news is I can smack them with my tentacle repeatedly. I wink.
The bad news is we hopefully don't have to do that more. And we have to.
Hopefully. But we can if we want.
This is
What?
true.
You say that one more time, I am going to.
Let's see here.
What will you all
No.
do?
I'm going to really quickly inspect the body.
What's left of it?
Yeah. What's left of it?
So the body, even though there is flesh all around you, any spots that there were flesh or blood has been put to like a charred crisp of arcana.
Someone's covering their tracks with this magic.
So there's like a
Agreed.
burnt outline of a carcass on the floor.
How are they loading it up with this? You know what? I'm gonna make an arcana for that exactly. I want to know how they're loading up these wolves with so much magic.
I'm just thinking about how he exploded like a volcano, but I did cold damage.
I swung a 27, so
Okay, what did you get?
27 for the arcana.
You find this arcana is not from a magic spell. This arcana it's more bio-infused, meaning that, so like, distinctions of arcana is this isn't from a magic spell of like someone casting it, it's from something that came from something else, as if it was pumped into them from another living creature.
So then, they've been doing experiments on these things.
Roll me another arcana with advantage to see if you can see, since you are adept with Arcana, to see if you could tell the type of the type of creature it comes from.
34 with advantage.
Fae.
Ooh, that's no
You
good.
can see that this is particular Arcana or energy that is common in Fae blood being pumped into these bodies of these wolves.
Alright, I'm pissed. Alright.
Somebody's playing with fire.
These wolves were the property of the Vox, and I think I know where they're exactly doing this.
I don't understand why they're doing this.
They're
Be
lost.
honest.
Do they need a reason?
I'm pretty sure it was in response to the war here. They probably let them loose, hoping that they would attack the enemy, and they ended up rampaging through the town. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah. What will you all do?
We need to get out of here. Let's go
We
towards
need
the
to
forest.
protect the Leonin.
What? Oh,
Leonin.
they're still here too. That's right.
They're on
Yes, they're right behind you.
Wait, what?
Did you forget?
over.
About 12 Leonin just standing behind. Just
No.
12 or there's more?
No, they're
They
on the
stay
boat
on the
still.
ship, right?
They're still on the ship.
Yeah.
They haven't got off.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I still say that to freak him out.
Jesus Christ. My perception has never failed me before. Their room is not filled with Leonin. Stop it.
Roll me perception.
God damn it.
Dang.
Even with a 7, that ended up being a 22.
Okay,
God.
so you think there is no Leonin in the room. However, Slut, I want you yourself to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Yep.
What? What is going on?
Is it
What?
magical effect or?
No.
Okay, it's 15.
See, you're so good at your own bluff that you think and you believe your own bluff. There is a room full of Leonin here.
That's what you fucking get.
This is how you're supposed to lie, guys.
So you
I'll
believe
have
this
to
room
lies
is filled
make
with
'em real.
Leonin, even though there is only one Leonin in the whole room.
Slow.
Well, he's enough Leonin for everyone, if I right?
Huh.
Not
No,
the
what
time.
Shadow's like. Not the time. We're...
Okay. We need to get the old man and the direwolf out of here, though. ASAP.
Quite.
Yeah, but
Let's.
are we gonna take them back to the ship? We'd have to pay way more for that.
I'm gonna move my tentacle across, and I'm just gonna let the old man sit on my tentacle.
I could try and put the cathedral down.
I don't
Your-
think that's a good idea in a war zone.
Your cathedral is still healing.
That's right. Fuck all kinds of duck.
If we can make this place secure, we could use this as our like base point for now. And so if we find anyone else that needs recovery, we could relocate them here and like protect this one area.
I would half agree, except the fact that the wall's blown out.
Oh yeah. Let's find another place around here.
I
Percep-
mean, are we gonna leave the...
Take
Sorry,
the
what?
fisherman...
So the fisherman is awake, by the way, and he's hearing all this. He says, "Take
Okay.
me to my shop."
Shop.
Where?
Take
Back where?
me back to my shop.
Okay. I don't have a good strength, though. I will...
I do.
But can you carry both of them?
I did want them to carry onto my tentacle. He can ride my tentacle.
So
I
doesn't
can
have the
probably
leg.
carry the dire wolf at least.
I can just move it 30 feet as a bonus action.
you guys are 60 feet away from the shop.
Okay, it's not too bad. Can definitely move them decently.
Yeah, he can ride my tentacle 60 feet. That's fine.
Ride your tentacle 60 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ride that tentacle.
Oh God.
So,
Can I attempt to pick up the dire wolf?
roll me animal handling first.
Animal handling first, okay. That's gonna be an 18.
Okay. It trusts you.
Oh, I thought I was
sees-
unconscious.
It sees that it sees that you were a part of the pack beforehand, so it trusts you.
Okay, so it remembers you. Hooray.
So you've picked
good.
up this dire wolf.
Do I need to roll a strength check?
Oh,
You have 29 strength.
Yeah,
Really?
you don't need a roll
sure.
check.
Okay.
Roll me a strength check. Sure.
Let you fail it. Okay, no, that's a 26.
Yeah, no, you just pick it up.
Yay!
Yeet.
You're just holding it like a princess now.
Very carefully, making sure his
Aw.
leggies are okay.
Oh.
Make sure the little legsies are okay.
So, you're holding them. So you're all walking back to the shop.
How is Blueford doing seeing all the direwolves in this kind of mess?
Yeah, I was thinking
Blueford
the
is
same.
not taking it well.
Yeah, that checks out.
He understands that you didn't really have a way to save the one wolf that blew up. He goes over and he sniffs the arcana, and Oberon, you can hear him crying.
Buddy.
Aw.
I feel bad, but also I did not expect this man to die from one slap.
I didn't
You can
either.
just hear him like whimpering, and as he walks with you, he has his like tail between his legs and his head down. He's kind of feeling as he talks to you, Oberon.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's because I crit. I feel so bad.
I had no idea that when I left my pack, they would turn to this. That this would happen to them. But I could have stayed. I could have helped somehow.
Bluford, because you were not here, that means you're not transformed. You still have a chance to help them as you are now. It gives us a better chance and more hope to save the rest of them. It'll be okay. We'll figure it out. We were able to save this one. We can save the others. It's gonna be okay. I will keep my promise to you.
It just pains me to think that I, the leader, left, and this happened to my pack. You're just gonna hang his head down, and you hear some crying as you're walking,
Oh, buddy.
like small whimpers.
Oh, it's okay.
So you all return to the shop, and as you do so, the old man points towards a rug on the floor. Take me over there.
Over where?
He points to the green rug on the floor.
I put him in. I put him on the green rug.
He holds out his hand to you, Corona. May I have the dagger?
Of course, so long as you don't end up destroying yourself with it.
I'm not going to commit suicide, you fucking bloat.
Yep. Okay.
Not yet.
I'm gonna hand him the dagger with a chuckle. At least you have a sense of humor still.
He's gonna jam it into the middle of the floor and then twist the handle to bring out the prongs as you hear a loud lock, crick, 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 crick. And from this point, you can see a wall door slide open as the wall slides going back, and there is a tunnel with a staircase
Well.
leading down.
You are a man of many secrets, Mr. Legendary Fisherman.
This is my meat cellar. It's not the best, but it is a safe place.
Question.
Yes.
If I had your dagger, how are you getting in and out of this place?
Don't worry about it.
said don't worry about it. Let's get him down there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick him up a little bit and just help him down.
Are you gonna take the dagger?
Yeah, I'll take the dagger.
Okay. So, are you all gonna walk down?
Yes.
He's gonna ask you that when the last person enters the room to knock on the side wall twice. So who's the last to enter?
I'll be the last to enter, and I'll
Okay.
knock on the wall twice.
As you knock on the wall slides back and shifts in place. So, as this does, you can see arcanic torches light up your way down this hallway and down the steps as you go deeper and deeper down the hall and deeper down the staircase. You sort of come to this like room with this. You sort of come like, you know, like in Fallout, like the bomb shelter, like the main foyer
Yeah.
room. It's like that. It's like just a really big room with a bunch of beds and a couple desks and shit. This is my meat / room that I stay in. There are some hooks of meat that are hanging up, particularly of Hydra,
Mm-mm.
packed in salt.
Okay. At least this will be relatively inconspicuous for a while. But we do need you to get to an actual doctor very soon.
Yeah.
You're kinda missing your walkie bits there, aren't you?
So, he asks you, I need to ask you of a strange favor.
Who is he asking? The party as a whole, or?
No, you, Corona, specifically.
Okay. Yes.
He pulls out a sacrificial dagger, stab me with this and kill me with it.
The old me would say yes without a hesitation, because I could take everything inside here. However, my motley crew of misfits here has given me a slight moral compass to ask why first.
I have... He hesitates for a moment, and then he says, I have a backup plan, if you will. I'm a man that's lived a long time, and I've learned a lot of things in my time. Trust me by allowing me to at least have this grant.
I'm gonna overhear that and look and just be like, if the man wants it, it's his last dying wish. You might as well. I will look away or watch if you want.
Well, I'm still chaotic neutral, I guess, so. And he helps me plenty if this is what he wants.
Oh my, so that's why I'm not really giving a shit about it.
I feel plenty bad, though. Is there anything else you want me to know before I do this?
As soon as I die, open up the closet door.
Wait, before we kill him, can we ask about the aging thing?
Yes, yes. About ready to shank him, and I'm gonna pull the knife away. We have questions for you first.
I
Go on.
see. So, what questions are you gonna ask him?
About the aging.
Why does everything seem so much older?
That I can't explain. A long time ago, when the sea was younger, and the town was younger as well, there was a strange omen that came to this town, a creature of immense chaos. This happened 70 years ago. A creature of immense chaos came. Multiple sailors tried to kill it, but it did to no avail, nothing. And from that time forward, and from this forward, a strange thing was occurring. People were forgetting. People were not remembering each other, not remembering who they were or what their families were. And instinctively, they grew apart. And as they grew further and further apart, they started to relegate themselves to certain sections of the town, creating new ideals they each live by. But I saw the town as this decrepit old fishing town, the same as the slums. But no one believed me. No one believed me. And here we sit. All this time. After the omen has passed, it seems that they all are remembering. They're all remembering that they used to be family. And that this cycle is of no more.
So, I think from what I can tell, the creature that he's talking about was probably the aboleth. But now I have a question. He said 70 years. Can I make an insight to how old this guy is?
You can.
Oh, but I don't fucking know.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
You think he's pretty damn fucking old.
Is he perchance older than the last time we saw him?
No.
You know what? I can't roll an insight to it, but I will go ahead and ask, at least, why were you spared from forgetting and able to see the city for what it was?
Repeat your question.
Why were you fine? Why were you able to see the city for what it was and unaffected by the forgetting?
I was able to see the city for what it was. It wasn't just me, though. Everyone who wasn't within the city could see that this was not a city of pristine and prejudice. It was an old fishing city. There was nothing more than just a man's tale, a regular town upon the port. No one believed in the city that they were just a small one, that they could do better, that they were somehow pristine. They needed to change the city they hold so dear.
I think I'm getting a picture now. Anyone else?
I don't properly understand it, I'm going to be honest.
I don't have any other questions. I think he pretty much answered what I wanted to. If you asked the questions I wanted to.
Oberon?
What's gonna come of the water beast? I can't remember exactly what it was. The sweet
Hydra.
friend. The Hydra. What's to come of your Hydra if you're gone?
I won't be gone too long.
What?
Interesting.
Alright.
Are you going to reincarnate like a phoenix?
Just give the man what he wants.
Agreed. I'm gonna just not make him answer the last one. I'm just gonna go ahead and cleave him right across the throat.
Okay, Jesus boy.
He slowly suffocates on his own blood and then dies in your arms. His face and body fade into an almost grayish tone until he becomes pale white.
Here, I thought you just stabbed him in the heart, but okay.
You hear a knocking.
That's pretty brutal.
You hear a knocking from the closet door.
I will go over and open the door. Like,
Can we knock back first before we open the door?
You can.
Knock back the way you knocked on the wall.
okay. So I'll do the 3 knocks.
The closet door opens, and out steps a naked man,
Hello?
looking like he's in his 20s.
Well, hello there, Mr. Johnson.
Well, hello there. I told you it'd only be gone for a moment.
What the fuck?
Would you like my coat? Or not? He's definitely checking out the package.
I'll roll to see what kind of package he's holding.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
Mm-hmm.
He's twice as large as Oberon.
Jesus.
Hell yeah!
I love it.
I love
Hank?
it. I'm just like,
Is this guy's name Hank the Tank?
No.
I'll take that tank.
He's a tanky boy.
You
So,
can roll Arcana to see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna do that exact thing.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
doing
do
it
that
right
tank.
now. I got an 18.
Clone spell.
Oh,
Hmm.
I got a 12, so whatever.
What kind of
Corona.
Remember
Got a
that
26.
I believe. Let me look up the specific spell.
I want to learn this spell and come back multiple times.
Corona the first. Corona the second. Corona. COVID-19 is next. I don't know.
This is Corona the 19th. The plague of the world.
Oh lord.
Literally clone. So essentially, you have a detached, living humanoid creature that stays until your own body dies. It'll be a younger clone of yourself, and when your soul leaves your body, it will go to that particular body. And the vessel that the body you make cannot live for more than 120 days without a soul in it.
Interesting.
That's fucking smart. Old man was smart AF.
That is actually very interesting. It's
I wanna
basically
learn.
simulacrum.
It's an 8th level necromancy spell.
Dang, I want to learn that spell.
Which means, if I'm thinking that he knows clone, I'm gonna say he is a wizard.
I would think so because it's the only class that learns it.
So, are you gonna ask him on that?
Yes, actually, yeah. I knew you were a legendary fisherman, but I did not know you were a wizard.
You could say that I'm much more than just a wizard.
Care to elaborate now that we're staying inside your basement?
He's gonna turn around and he's gonna point to his back. You see a tattoo on it.
I'm gonna roll. What would be Arcana? No, Insight?
Roll a history check.
History? Alright!
I can do history. I can't do history. It's a 14 from me.
That's a 13 for me.
Anyone else?
It's the tattoo of the Skeleton King.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh!
Did you just say it's the tattoo of the Skeleton King?
Yep, for all of you that know your old D&D lore, the Skeleton King was the Lord of Death, essentially. He was the Vecna before Vecna existed.
So are you saying
Shit.
that he worships Jack Skellington?
He
So
so essentially the Skeleton King, for a little bit of lore dump, the Skeleton King was in old D&D essentially this big bad of necromancy, the king of all liches, and then as time moved on they made Vecna, who was the Lord of Death, but the Skeleton King also still existed. The Skeleton King existed as Lord of all Liches in primordial death, while Vecna was the new incarnation of death. But the Skeleton King tattoo still exists on as people who wear it and people who have the tattoo of the Skeleton King are blessed necromancers in the sense that they have primordial death on their side.
So you're saying
they are the oldest
king of all liches and rules all the bitches.
They are the oldest of
Oh
the
my
old.
God.
They are the oldest of the old wizards.
Nice.
Sounds cool.
That's what's up.
So you're a follower of the Skeleton King.
Within this time era, the Skeleton King, Vecna would be a new god within this era. Skeleton King would be fairly common. So, like, the tattoo of the Skeleton King is only, like, 150 years old at this point.
Gotcha. I have
happening near.
two questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a follower of the Skeleton King, and what you gave me for my journey was a dagger.
Yes?
And not a skeleton?
Oh my
gonna-
God, slut. I'm
I'm
gonna stare you down.
Have you never wanted to fuck a skeleton?
No, I don't want to be clapped by bones. Thank you very much.
You don't want to enter the bone zone?
I want to enter his bone zone, but
But, no, I'm saying that more as a joke than anything else. The dagger actually came in handy.
Oh, it's
Well-
too bad. You're gonna have to enter his clone zone.
slut, I swear to God, I'm gonna come over there and choke this shit out of you.
I just realized this man can Eiffel Tower you on his own.
Pretty much. I'm hoping for it.
Thing
but
to
let's
note
see.
is, Corona, you recognize him as, even with it only being 150 years old as the tattoo is, you recognize that this tattoo signifies he is a master level necromancer, like better than a lich.
And that would be my second question. Is, do you know something that might be able to kill a god?
That question comes with a price.
I'll be payment.
Oh, honey, you wouldn't be able to be making payment in more than 1,000 years of service.
Hey, if I'm servitude to that,
I've only got 20 more years left in me.
shut up, I have a lifetime. We'll push, we'll just not even look at slut. I'll servitude to that. And she would literally look down at it.
I've already got my afterlife promised to the best patron, Cthulhu. And
Yeah, whatever, I don't care.
So, he says, there does exist a few items that can kill a god.
I'm listening.
What is it that you're seeking, and what is the price you're willing to pay?
I'm looking to end my own patron.
Who is your patron again?
Lolth.
The what?
Lol, the Spider Queen?
Lolth the Spider Queen.
Oh, okay. So,
Are you fucking crazy?
I'm a drow.
Yeah, but you're also fucking crazy.
Apparently.
He says, I would recommend seeking the hand of the Skeleton King, the eye, or the backbone. The body of my king and savior, there are pieces of him scattered about of this land. Each piece has a difference, and a different sort of magical touch to it. Each of them hold an ability to kill a god, but each of them come with a terrible curse that will bestow upon the person.
This sounds familiar. Did we see the hand of the Skeleton King?
I myself have the heart.
I'm going to pull out the wand of Vecna that I have not used yet. And just show it to him.
Interesting wand you have here. It's charged with some powerful magic.
Is this something related to one of the artifacts that you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
While this does contain a god of death, he's relatively new from my standard of my lord. Nothing all that great.
I have a question.
Yeah?
How did the Skeleton King have a heart?
Roll a history check.
Because from what I understand, skeletons don't have hearts. That's a 19.
So you remember from the fabled tales of the gods that the Skeleton King was once a man that was enriched with the pure essence of necrotic energy and negative energy, becoming the very first Lich. In doing so, he embodied both flesh, bone of both the human and of the dead. In doing so, the Skeleton King gave up his humanity, and by this he cut all of his physical attachments off, casting aside his physical body, but then instead gaining his skeleton instead, using his skeleton as the body that he exists in. The flesh parts are the trinkets that this man talks about. Each of them has a powerful ability that comes with a terrible curse.
Which of them... Do you know their locations?
For I only know of two. The one that I have inside my chest, and one up to the far north.
Anyone else getting Jujutsu Kaisen vibes?
I'm gonna eat it. When I get it, I'm gonna eat it. That's if we get it. But the other thing that might be a bit of a problem is this. I'm gonna show him my arm. My Leonin friend has it across his chest as well.
The ancient virus of the metallics.
I think we all have it.
No, don't.
A very
I don't.
potent this virus this once was.
How did they kill it?
That I don't remember. I was not alive at the time to remember.
That old, huh?
Was there anyone that you may know from that time that was alive that maybe could give us a hand in helping?
I
know.
There is I do believe there is a goddess of the sea to the east that lived through it at one time.
Goddess of the sea to the east.
She is a maiden that lives within the sea and has a pet dragon of sorts. I would recommend you seek her out, as she could be very fruitful to you. She was alive around the time that this cursed thing was around. I was mere but a child when she was so young.
Alright. Well, taking note of this. To the east is our answers to the metal virus, and to the north is death to all that oppose us. Speaking of which, what price must I pay?
I think he means you're gonna have to pay a price whenever you actually get the item, not for getting information.
Obviously, for that. I'm just wondering what, he had to get the heart, so does he know what price there would be?
The price of each part is owned to the person that gets them. The price is different for each.
What was your price?
The price that I paid. The price that I paid to gain the heart of the Skeleton King was that with each time that I die, I slowly forget myself. And with each clone that I create, everyone around me will forget me within 120 days. that I give
You
up,
seem to have a pretty good memory for that.
that I give up my heart and my deepest love for the people around me in order to live forever.
What's your name, sir?
He tells you his name, but you can't understand it.
No, forget that. No, no, we're not doing that today. I'm gonna understand this name. I'm gonna understand this name. I have.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch to my phone.
I do have a lot of languages. Does it not
I
sound
have
like anything that I
comprehend
know?
language.
It is not a
Only
language that any of you can speak, nor has ever been spoken.
Damn it!
Hmm.
It
Okay,
is a
fine.
language that, when he speaks of it, you instantly forget.
Does Omen? Wait, does Omen know?
Omen refuses to say anything.
God damn it, Omen!
Sounds like he has the language of forgetfulness.
Time.
The
But
language of amnesia.
I will go ahead and. What's today's date?
In the D&D world?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Ava's gonna slowly get closer to him, though. Like, no lie.
I need to look up the year you're in first.
Well, to make it a little easier, whatever date it is, I will go ahead and tattoo it onto my arm. Not forgetting this.
I guess we're gonna have to find a tattoo.
For now, it's just ink. Also, Oberon, you've been awfully quiet. What are you pondering?
I just got back.
You are currently in the age of Cinder, so in terms of yearage, so the way that it works is you're so far back in time that it goes by ages, each age being 1,000 years. In terms of all this, so like, for example, you know the other campaign you were in?
Yes?
That is around... Let's see... 8,000 years past the age of Cinder.
Lovely.
So, you guys are about... I believe you're in the age of, you're in the new age, after the age of Cinder. So it'd be about... It'd be 1,000, NC.
Okay. Going to ink.
It's 1021.
Going
And
to
the
ink.
metal virus has just destroyed the world.
We're going to have to figure this out at some point. But we have to do... For the moment, we have to get the direwolves' help first, as well as find our mind flayer friends.
I worry for the mind flayers.
And this is where we will end the session